Would Katniss and Gale have used the Star-Crossed Lovers Act if Gale had been in the games with Katniss? No. And here's a few of the reasons why. Gale would have never performed for the Capitol. Katniss even acknowledges this. It's one of the reasons why they have to pretend that Gale is her cousin after her and Peeta win. If someone's to make the final 8 in the Hunger Games, reporters are then sent to the district to talk to their family and friends. They basically had to pretend that Gale was her cousin because he was too handsome and wouldn't play along for the cameras. And that wouldn't have worked well with what was going on with Katniss and Peeta in the arena. But besides that, Gale would have never played up anything for the cameras anyway. The first time that we meet Gale, in the first book, he starts ranting about the Capitol. So performing for the Capitol's entertainment would have never been a thought in his mind. In fact, he would have actively fought against it. I think he would have approached the situation much like Thresh did in his interview. Thresh doesn't banter back and forth with Caesar and really only answers questions with a yes or a no. It's also extremely likely that Peeta was the one who brought up his feelings for Katniss to Haymitch. So even though it's likely that Haymitch was the one who suggested that Peeta should bring up his feelings during the interview, it still would have been a thought because of Peeta. But Gale would have never trusted Haymitch with information like that. He is an extremely guarded person. Peeta is trying to protect Katniss with what he does, but Gale would have gone about it completely differently. Because they're different people. Because Gale would have already known that they were going to team up together in the games. He would have protected her with his strength. And yes, the Capitol audience might have thought that there were feelings between Katniss and Gale in that situation. But there is absolutely no way that Katniss or Gale would have tried to plant those seeds purposefully. Katniss hated performing for the Capitol, but she did it. There is absolutely no way that Gale would have. They literally had to make up the fact that he was related to Katniss because he wouldn't perform for the cameras. How much less performative do you think he would have been if him and his best friend were both going into a death match? Especially because he would have had the knowledge that both his and Katniss's families would have been starving at home because neither of them would have been there to feed them. I hope that answers your question. Let me know what you guys want to hear about next. Guys, I have created a YouTube channel because the TikTok ban is scaring me. It is in the link tree in my bio along with all of my other social media. Please subscribe to it. I thank you in advance.